Filming is on. Doors are shut. Hello everyone and welcome to my unboxing of the Segotep SG-CL, and at the same time this is going to be a review, so stay tuned up till the end of this video. Now, coming back to... wait a second, I forgot my knife. Oh, there it is. So coming back to this case, what we see, okay, I don't know much about it myself, so it says here it supports a 380mm graphics card, supports an ATX motherboard, and supports a 12cm fan. That's 120mm fan raise, and is the King Country Leader of Future. Now, this is pretty cheapo as price, but let's see what can we find inside the box. I mean, the boxing seems to be really good. I mean, it did got a little bulge because of some scratches along the way. It has a strong structure. It has a black bed inside for everyone. It has SSD support, so basically it has 3.5-inch drive cages that support mounting of a 2.5-inch, basically SSDs. It has what it says here, airfoil section. The airfoil section. Okay, this is one thing I haven't heard of. And it has a transparent side panel. It has this small side panel over here. You can see the CPU cutout and some parts of the motherboard, but it's really small. Okay, so let's see what other specifications do we get here. So case size, 395mm, 108mm, 480mm by, that's pretty much the size of the case, so it's an ATX case, that's one thing for sure. Structure size, yes, again, we see steel thickness 0.6mm, 0.6, or 0.6 as other people want to say it. Cooling system, it can support a 120mm fan in the front and a 120mm fan in the back. It has 2.5-inch drivers, 5.25 drivers in the back, 3.5¼ inch bays 4, and 2.5¼ SSD bays 1. It has a I/O interface. The I/O seems to support USB 3.0. Nice, so it has a USB 3.0, it has two USB 2.0 and an HD audio, really nice. It has socket number 7, and it's black, so this thing is black matted. Now, as I said already, I don't know much about the casing. I am pretty much just doing an unboxing right in front of you all because, you know, this is how people, or should I say professionals, do it today. Okay, so the case itself comes really well packed. What else can we find here? We can find some foam or rubber isolator mounts. Okay, so let me get straight to the subject. The case is 3 kilos, it weighs that much, and it is really easy, to be honest, to handle. I mean, I was expecting something more robust at this price range, but still, we're talking about not even $50, so there goes that. Aha! Yeah, I don't have a proper workbench. Okay, so as we can see, really good packaging. It's kind of not that robust, but still, it did survive shipping, so it's going to be really good for, I don't know, short trips and whatnot. And we'll secure these into the case. Now, as we pretty much just take this off, we are greeted by really nice matte finish Oh, this is sweet, guys. This is really, really sweet. Now see, this is bolt, this is the back panel. My light just got off. This is the back panel over here, back plated. Over here you can see a CPU cutout. This probably you could cut it off and just probably, there is no guarantee. You could cut it off. Let me, for a second here, turn on the lighting because the phone just doesn't support to have the lights on for too much. Oh, come on. Okay, got my lights back on. Okay, so as I said already, this is the back panel. I am not going to take this off. Now let's see what we see in the front. Oh, now this is a nice thing. As I said already, USB 2.0, the jack for our case. In this case, this is a, microphone and headset jacks. Another USB 2.0, another USB 3.0 this time. LEDs for the stuff, reset switch that is really small, and this is a turn on and off. Now the buttons are hard to actually touch if you are actually like accidentally touching them. It seems like it slides through it. Plus a really nice round over here. And through round I mean really nice basically how they got here. I mean I'm forcing pretty much my hand. Actually yes, you could accidentally shut it down if you are not actually forcing continuously. But for example, if like slip your hand and go like this, yes, you could actually shut it down by accident. We have here two drive cages. I suggest, yes, you just pop them off like this with a really hot swap, really nice hot swap over here. And it works only for the two bays because the rest of the bays are, I don't know, they're mountable in a different way. Well, at least we know how that works. Right? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna mount this backwards. I mean, we're just gonna mount it back when I am going to find out how to do so. But for now, we do not have any knowledge. We're just gonna place it into the box so it could be safe, and now we continue on. So we have seen the front I/O. The front here we see meshed filter, but this is only the iron. I don't know if this is there is actually some mesh from this. Let's see, can I get the top off? It does seem like it doesn't want. Okay, so now we go to the other side panel. Ah, yes. Now this is the one thing that all of you guys probably want to see. So this is not much. I mean, it does look like something. I told you. You could see, sorry, I told you. You could see something from it. As you can see, it is really easy to scratch. Actually, no, it's actually really good. This is plexiglass, really good plexiglass. It's not that easy to scratch. I'm testing it with my fingers because that's what it gets, but it gets, as all plexiglass today, it gets really dirty if you actually like touch it and things like that. But we're just going to leave it there because we do not want to touch it. Now, as we will open up the case, we're pretty much going to take a look inside the case. Because what happens is that the cabling inside probably is not going to fit that much. So we're just going to see what else can we do. So we're just going to put these screws aside. And we're going to take off the side panel. See, nice mighty side panel. And we ship it back into the box right here. And there goes. So, we have here our bag with all those screws and standoff screws, and oh, they're all black coated. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, what else do we got? Our I/O ports, our front cables. Okay, so literally you can see that all the screws that you need are in this bag over here. Then we see that we have an included 120mm fan. It's normal. You can connect it from both this and this. Basically, you can connect it to both the Molex or the motherboard itself if it supports more. It seems like it has already pre-installed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we see that it has already been pre-installed with all of the mounting hard drive needed for an ATX motherboard, which is nice. Really nice job, Segotep. Now, I really want to see Is this mountless? I guess it's not. We can see that there is another inside over here. I don't know if you actually can see it, but inside over here there's another 120 millimeter, and this is capable to support a 380 millimeter, or should I say a 38 centimeter if it's easier for you, graphics card. So basically that's the height, the length you can actually put a graphics card in. Now, I don't really like this much. Yeah. These are one-time, these things on the back plate, these are one-time graphics parts. Graphics cards, X16 slots. Yet again, sorry, I need to restart my camera. And through my camera I mean my blitz. Through my blitz I mean my lighting. Okay, so now I really am curious to see how much space do we have in the back panel. We see here that Segotep has included something for the thing over here, so we do have something here that can support our current thing over here, which would be the power supply. So we have something here, some type of mount over here, plastic mount inside, so that it would actually fit the whole thing and sustain it so that it would not fall. Still, it's plastic, so it's not something bad. Now, give and take, I really want to see how much space is there in the back for cable management, because what happens is that this cable management space is really up to us to see if there is anything that we could give or take out of it. I really am curious to see how this is on the side. So let's take this off. Okay, so that's why it's called a cheapo case. After all, we got near to no space for cable management in the back. We could actually, I retract my words, we could actually space some cables through because of the fact that the case itself is bulged, as you can see here. It's a bit bumped up like this, so it has some space here, like a 1/4 millimeter, not even that much, for some cables that we could route through the back. But still, I don't see reason to actually route cables from the back, since we do not have our power supply on the bottom, we have it on the top. So pretty much having it on the top is not going to interfere with these over here. Plus, these 4 over here aren't even going to be accessible once you actually install a full ATX case, or should I say motherboard. So yeah, this is not too water cooling friendly. You can clearly see that this is pretty much not a perfectly good for gaming, but it is somewhere good. It is stylish looking. It is somewhat, I would give it a 6 out of 10 for the fact that it is a $30 case, or even more. I don't know how dollars work today. I really am sorry. I'm going to display the price into the description, and from where did I take it. But in the rest, the case itself looks really nice. I would recommend it to almost everyone that actually has bought this, or is willing to buy something that still looks good enough, has some capability for cable management. You could manage some cables, which is true. You could manage some cables through here. You could manage some of them to go through here and then come through all the way this side over here, and here would go the 24 pin and all the other stuff. But given the fact that we have so much limited space, and still these sides over here, as you can see, these do not have something like hot swap or something. You could just put something into them. Here goes like the DVD drive, here goes the other CD drive. Basically, the bays themselves aren't even mountable. They aren't even dismountable. These things are slit, they stand in, and that's that. So what can I take from this? Well, as much as I would hate to say I hate the fact that they are not well made, still, we're talking about a price bracket that is not that much expensive, nor is it too less to actually pay for it. But it still is a good case. It is not recommended for gaming, true, but it is a good case. It looks nice. And for the one that doesn't have that many tastes and wants to enter into the world of gaming, this is one thing to go with. Now, I consider it inter-level gaming because I don't have that much gaming gear myself, and I have to say that with time, things like this will change, but given the fact that for now I do not have that much money at my hand, you can already just understand the rest of the thing. So, this was my review and unboxing of the Segotep SG-CL. As I said already, I give it a 6 out of 10. It is a really good case for entry-level gamers. And who knows, probably really good for some video editing rig. Still, it is a really good case. It is robust. I can see that it is robust. Still, it is steel. It has a black matte finish. And it is, as I said, really cheap, but really good. You can manage some cable management. It does have good air cooling. It has it has only 2 mounts for fans, which means that you don't have that many options in terms of where you could actually place them. Plus, it already has the fans that it needs installed. I don't know if you could actually remove something and put more, but that's going to have to be for me to decide. What else? I hate that the PCI Express lanes over here, PCI Express, the slots for graphics card and all the other stuff that you can actually put in PCI Express, PCIe, and PCI lanes are one chance usable. So basically, once you have gotten this out, this plate is not reputtable. Or if you do, you will see it wiggle. I can see here that there are some screws for graphics cards, or for any other card that actually has a mounting point. And as I said already, this has been the unboxing. This has been Daniel's Techies. Hope I see you again. Have a nice day and keep on computing.